Hello, we are back here on BUSTradio, broadcasting with me, Braden, Andrew, Spencer, and Thomas. And we're going to be shifting gears here from NHL to a little NFL, sport that is actually often running. So first things first, Tim Tebow, the big topic. Everyone's that's all anyone wants to talk about. Well, me anyway. Tim Tebow brought in to back up Mark Sanchez. Not that he is better than him, but will he be the starter before the end of the season? Drew, let's start with you.
I'm gonna say no. I don't think so. I think Sanchez is gonna do well enough. I think maybe if Tebow does start, he's not getting more than 2 games. Let's be real here. We're not having another Denver miracle happen. I just can't see it. But they've been bringing him in on those Wildcat packages. I think we'll see that all season. But
Did you see
that,
Circus City yesterday?
was he? I heard he got booed.
First play of the game,
point.
he's slot receiver, and then special teams
Yeah,
cover or whatever
Just
he was
forcing
on.
him in there. Yeah.
I don't know what, but no.
He doesn't start a game.
No.
We're both saying.
If Mark Sanchez
both
plays the
saying.
way he did yesterday, he's just irrelevant.
I'm
He
gonna
can't throw
say-
the ball.
Yeah.
He's a quarterback.
You see, like Denver, we were just talking about it with Peyton Manning. Like
Oh,
in
man.
last night's game, like he's actually completing passes, throwing it where it needs to be. And
Those
Tebow,
receivers are probably thinking, "Thank God,
yeah.
gotta have someone to throw it to."
Yeah. But Peyton Manning is one of the best of all time.
And that said, Tim Tebow's a hell of a quarterback.
I could see the craziness taking over the fan base.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
If
it's New York
Sanchez
City.
isn't winning, like you win one game, they won week 1.
yeah.
It's a long season. There's a lot could go wrong in between then. And you'll
48
be
points.
hearing the calls for Big Timmy Tebow for the end of the season.
Can you
So mark it down.
So Sanchez is Mexican?
He's a Hispanic American. He's Mexican American, maybe. I'm not.
Okay.
Jimmy, could we take a look at that?
stats, Jimmy?
All right. So anyway, well, shifting gears here. Who do we like in the NFL? Let's go around the horn here, starting at Tommy Debeard.
I'll go with a perennial favorite of mine, the Detroit Lions. Ever since taking in a good lot of Tim the Toolman Taylor back in the late 90s,
Huge Lions fan.
became a pretty big Lions fan. Since then, I've looked into buying a hat once, and that's been about the extent of my fandom. So
That's Tom Debeard on the NFL.
Is that
Spencer.
Super Bowl picks we're doing?
We're doing
Yes.
best of the divisions, yeah.
Best in the
Super Bowl.
divisions?
How about that's Super Bowl?
So,
I'll
okay.
record this.
go Lions.
So you're thinking Lions
Oh, yeah.
to take the division?
Oh, wow.
The whole bit. He's
Yeah.
taking the Detroit Lions. Drew Stafford keeps throwing picks like he did yesterday.
Whatever.
Spinner, who do you like in the Super Bowl this year?
Oh, Super Bowl. I'm gonna pick the Patriots. Out of
That's a
the
classic pick. We all know you've been
Big
a
startler.
Patriots fan for years.
Okay,
just
well,
refuse
you know
to
what?
admit it.
When at the end of the season, when you boys come back and we see the Pats there,
And the Yankees are going to win the World Series. Yes, we're rumbling them.
Yeah, really.
Okay,
rocking the
boys.
boat there.
Okay.
Hands up.
Rocking the boat.
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna go
Who in the
against
NFC?
the Panthers.
Panthers, that's a pick.
Rocking
That's
that
a
boat
pick.
now. I think Cam Newton gets on. Even though did they lose yesterday? Yes, they did.
And who do you think there? They lost to the Buccaneers, is that right?
Yeah, the
Oh,
Bucks
wow.
defense looked pretty good though.
That's your NFC pick. But, week 1, a lot could happen. Drew, picks.
Well, I'm not going to go quite as safe as Spencer here, but I'm going to be taking the 49ers in the NFC.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, like not as safe. I picked the Panthers.
We'll be going
One
to the
of the
49ers
few.
in the NFC. After seeing how they played against the Packers, and
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
they're for
defense looks good, offense, Randy Moss showing up.
real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
and he
that.
like contributing too.
Yeah, but hopefully they can keep his head in it though, right?
Wow.
Who do you like in the AFC?
AFC. You know what? I like Peyton Manning. I'm gonna go with the Denver Broncos.
That's a
I just
decent pick. They got a
can't get over
good
'em.
D, hey. They look
Yeah.
so solid all around.
So who do we like in the finals in that game? Who's gonna win that one?
Oh, I gotta go 49ers.
49ers
I'm
for
going
the
Peyton.
bowl. Alrighty, and I gotta go with the Giants in the Super Bowl. Maybe in the NFC, the Giants.
Like, are you
That's
picking?
a safe
Should we
pick.
pick championships too?
Well, these are
Give us a
well,
little better chance.
maybe a little farther down the line.
Yeah.
It's week 1.
That's true. We gotta just go out there now.
Like the Giants and yeah, the Broncos. I could see they took care of Pittsburgh
They took care of
quite
Pittsburgh.
handily.
The Denver Broncos.
I also like the Patties, but I think it's gonna be them too.
You think it'll be Denver Patriots?
Yeah. I think I'm
Denver.
going.
Oh, in the AFC
sorry.
Championship
I'm
game,
going
yeah.
Broncos. I'm going Bronx.
So win it all, Peyton.
I'm going G-Men to
I
win
like-
it. G-Men to
Oh.
win it. Dynasty.
Could you imagine that matchup? The Bros and the.
Actually,
the
yeah,
Bros.
that would be something
That could
special.
be something.
Ooh, how would you? Being a family member.
How about that new car commercial with Tom Brady?
I haven't seen it.
That
haven't
is
seen
a
that
cool
one, Tony.
commercial.
Is it?
Oh, it is cool.
What is it?
It's I'll let you look into it.
Alrighty, shifting gears
Jimmy,
here.
get on that.
Yeah.
We cue that up.
We should get. Well, we should all get.
We're live here.
Sorry, we are live.
Okay. Alrighty, we're gonna shift
Fearless,
gears
bud.
to a little baseball here. Has anybody been watching much baseball lately?
I stopped watching about mid-season when the Jays drop off the TSN radar
I
because they're
agree.
well
Yeah.
below 500.
We're following that wild card a little bit.
Yeah.
Because the Yankees
Well, yeah,
Baltimore
that's-
series was pretty big this weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Yankees came out on top there, did they not?
They lost to
They
Shera.
lost. Did you see that play that they lost on? That bad call?
I just saw it on a highlight.
Teixeira slid into first, was clearly safe.
That was like
Called him
third out, right?
Well, what are you doing sliding into first anyway? But injures himself, yeah.
Season
for
ending.
the game, I think. That was for the game.
Yeah. That could be big. They had a big lead and they blew it against the Orioles, right? In that division.
Weren't the Orioles
yeah,
the
I think
shits
so.
of that
Yeah.
Oh,
div
big
for
time.
years?
Orioles came out of nowhere.
So I mean, like, good luck, Jays next season.
Well, look,
yeah,
now
exactly.
did you see
Exactly.
this division now? The Red
Yeah.
Sox.
Like,
So then you got the
Well,
Rays,
well,
you got the
yeah,
Orioles, you
and-
got the Yankees. All
and you
doing-
know the Red Sox will bounce
exactly.
back.
That's what
Like,
you gotta do. You gotta cross your fingers and pray that somehow something big blows up within the Yankees organization or the
Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
It won't.
Red Sox
It's,
and
So they put a cap in.
we're lucky to have it happen to the Sox
Yeah.
and still just bomb, and then the Orioles pick it up. Like,
yeah.
You just can't. There's no. Yeah. There's. You
It's
can't
impossible.
get a break in that division.
But the thing is, like, I think the Jays can be a subpar team and still retain fans, just because
Yeah.
Canada.
it's just like straight Canada.
Yeah.
I think like you go out, you can't go anywhere in Saskatoon and not see Blue Jays gear,
That's
That's
true.
a good point.
That's true.
and you wouldn't have seen that five years removed from now. You wouldn't be.
They have done a pretty good job of that, haven't
So
they?
it's a cool logo, cool jerseys, and I mean, looked like we were up and coming. We had the home run leader 2 years in a row. Is
Yeah.
that-
Yeah.
is that-
Joey.
They got a lot of good young players, yeah.
And
it
he
looks
signed
like
on.
they
What
want
did
to
he?
win.
He signed last year on for how many years?
He signed a big one. 60. I thought it was a 6-year, $60 million. Well, actually, I think he took a hit to stay with the Jays.
See,
Actually.
does
Is
a
that
team
right?
like
Yeah.
the Jays need to run a couple of years in the red to even,
Yeah, you have
to even think about, like, do they have to sign a couple of huge contracts that they can't anywhere near afford
Yeah.
to fill a stadium for playoff baseball, and then hopefully come out of the red somehow? Is that what a team like that needs to do?
Yeah, you're
And
taking,
then
they're taking.
go and hit the team like the Yankees when they're hot come playoffs and nobody's beating them. Like, it's just it's that's why it took a bit of a dump on MLB before, because I mean it's not our sport, so I mean no one's up top's going to be curving the rules from Major League Baseball side so that the Canadians can compete.
No.
Right.
So 1/30th
Yeah.
or whatever 32nd it is of
Yeah.
teams can complete.
Is that
compete.
new wild card rule? Is that this year in effect?
Yeah.
2 wild cards.
So how does
now.
that work then?
Just an extra wild card, right?
Is it
They play
I
off.
thought you play off.
Isn't it a 1-game playoff
Yeah.
or 3 games?
So there's
One.
the wild card. There's 2 wild card teams. So the in the wild card race, the top one gets it, and then the next 2 play off. Or is only one
No,
wild card?
It's like
They-
there's
Another wild card is added.
Right,
But
and
who
those
plays-
two play off.
They have a
So
one-game.
Who plays
Yeah.
off for it?
The two
the
wild
two,
cards.
the two wild cards.
So
So you
Mark
get a-
three
you get a-
division
you
winners
get
and
an
then two
extra
wild cards,
chance.
and they play off.
mark my words
wow.
that
Oh,
the Jays
wow.
will hit that first wild card mark next year and then get bumped by the second wild card, and that rule.
Yeah.
that rule
So
will-
if
Oh.
you're
Well,
wild
it'll
card,
be a game. It'll be a game.
so if
to
you're in the
watch.
wild card race and the team behind you is 5 games back, you still have to play off with them for the wild
It's the
card
second
spot.
wild card.
Oh, okay.
So I guess
Interesting.
it
so it could give us a big
disadvantages
to the team
that
that
top
outplays
team,
you.
but
Yeah,
benefits.
but it's one game.
And we were all pretty excited at the start of the season when we heard that extra wild card was
Yeah.
coming in. We
Didn't
were
realize-
guaranteeing.
Riding
I
pretty
was
high.
saying
Yeah.
Jays were taking
Well,
that wild card.
Yeah.
What was the best we've been doing? All like 4 games above 500.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been teetering around $500 a
Christmas
year.
turkey.
But now I think it's like
Yeah, it's
8 or
gone
10
down.
below.
Oh, it's just been well.
Well,
They went
those
on
injuries.
that, and then they went on that. Like they lost 8 or 10 straight there for a while. Got swept. Oof.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, good baseball chat. We're going to wrap things up here. Maybe come back with some CFL and back to hockey.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bus
Radio.